You had the meat. ESPN's NFL Nation reporters made floor and ceiling projections for every team. Here are the most argumentative for us in our version of No Huddle. First up, San Francisco. Easiest schedule, team that has a genius coach, franchise QB, smelling salt aficionado tight end, and one of the most dominant offensive weapons ever. Or everybody's hurt and aging, and Christian McCaffrey's not going to be that good. What is more likely, the ceiling of 12-5 or the floor of 7-10? Brew, we start with you.
Well, to hit the ceiling, they need to be healthy or somewhat healthy. But
this is scored, by the way.
Oh, is it scored?
This feels like a scored segment.
Ceiling with a bullet. All right?
A bullet. It's like ceiling with a bullet.
By Nick's own admission, they got the third best running back in the league coming back, Christian McCaffrey.
No, I didn't even say he was third best. I said top three.
Right. So he'll be back. But no, look, I think Robert Saleh is going to strengthen the defense. I do think, Jawan Jennings will be healthy, although I think he'd be smart to sit out because I think they'd have to pay him.
They just paid him.
Yeah, but what are they going to do? They need Jawan Jennings. He's like their number one receiver right now. But I think Purdy is a good quarterback. The schedule is what I'm looking at, and the schedule is really, really poor. And now with Matt Stafford iffy, I think the Rams aren't going to be, what people thought. So I am going ceiling for the Niners.
Good schedule, healthy Christian McCaffrey. They drafted the first 6 draft picks were on defense. Then they brought in 5 free agents on defense. They have Saleh, and in my mind, those receiver situation isn't great, but none of them are season-ending. So ceiling.
You guys are.
You know what I mean?
Oh. It was good. That was good, Coach. I gotta give you that. That was good.
You guys are out of your mind. So first of all, we think they have a soft schedule. And it does right now look like a soft schedule. We also, and the coach taught me this, we don't know. We don't know if the Cardinals
but you are
going to be
guy.
bad. I am a schedule guy, and it looks like a soft schedule. The point I'm making is what if by the end of the year, Wild's guy's Cam Ward is awesome? You know what I mean? What if Kyler is the guy that again?
It is the easiest. It's not one of the easiest.
It's the easiest by last year's winning percentage. I understand. And so, but
what's
that
the
is
ceiling for this schedule?
Regardless, the point that I'm making is that I think the schedule, while soft, does not. Again, it's probably somewhere in the middle, but I think they're more likely to have a bad year. By the way, why I thought this article. I appreciate them doing it. It's giving us the segment. I thought the ceilings were way too low and the floors were too high. They didn't have a single team whose ceiling was better than 13 wins when every year somebody wins 14 or 15. And the floors, what they're saying the Niners' worst case scenario is win one more game than they won last year. So I don't look at that 7-10 as a true floor, which is why I think it's more likely. I can absolutely see a year where, to speak to what Brew was talking about yesterday, the wide receivers are injured, and what if top 3 running back Christian McCaffrey, one time almost won MVP, gets double tendonitis again? And then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? It's all on this guy's right arm. I don't trust that. And defensively, this is, and I think everyone will agree, the least talent they've had on that defense since the second year Shanahan took over.
Oh, you got to see what the 6 draft picks do.
Yeah, but Coach, leaning on rookies in year 1 to make over a defense, the first round pick of which already got hurt during training camp.
Yeah.
The Eagles got great contributions by their 2 rookie secondary players. That's true, but that's rare.
They still got Fred Warner,
second group.
Nick Bosa.
The reason,
still got some guys.
The point I'm making is they added those guys because they had so many losses defensively, and last year they were a good defense. They weren't a great defense.
I'm scoring this differently. Yeah.
Because that side of the table bashed me for comparing Purdy to Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Drew Brees had 3 straight 7-win
See, I
seasons.
told
Just
you.
saying.
This guy is all.
Just
he
saying.
Is so.
Did you go and research that today?
No, I just
No,
know
we
that.
all know that.
That's been
Everybody knows that.
Just
that
said,
Drew
why'd
Brees
you
has
wait?
straight
Why'd you wait for to say that till today? Because you getting
No, he already
Rose
knew
up
it,
there.
but Brew this morning was showering, and he was like, that's what I should have said. Gosh darn it.
I didn't get a chance to score it, Dust.
Who won
So
it?
who?
3 to 2 to 1. That's how I'm doing it now.
Who got what?
Coach got 3.
I got
Coach
2.
You got
good.
2.
And
What?
Brew only got
got
1?
one.
Oh, Brew's
Brew,
good.
you
I
were
brought up the schedule.
But bro, you
I
guys,
said the schedule in the newsread.
Piggybacked on the schedule.
In the newsread, the first thing is easiest schedule. You can't just repeat what I say.
you're very unenthusiastic about your love too.
Meanwhile, head to the dynasty of New England. Franchise quarterback, proven coach. Brilliant offensive coordinator. Who got better, as Coach told me? Offensive line rebuilt. Will Campbell. Pancaking guys. Also, unproven quarterback with no weapons. Ceiling for the New England Patriots, 11-6. Floor, 6-11.
Again,
Here's
all
what
these
makes it high.
floors are improvements
yeah,
on last year.
It's a bad sign when I'm like floor. I'm like, look, it's a growing year. The floor. Yeah, 6-11. Coach, do you want to go first for the
Yeah, I'll
Patriots?
go first. So this was an extreme makeover when I looked at him. 6 new starters on offense. So there's 6 new, including 3 on the offensive line, and that doesn't even include Travion Henderson,
Hello.
who's going to contribute a lot.
Shame
Okay,
they
so
couldn't have
we're
teams.
talking about potentially 7 out of the 11 guys that are new. And then on defense, you've got 5 new defensive starters. You add Josh McDaniels as the OC. The schedule's not too bad at all.
Second
I don't know.
easiest for
Okay, there you go. Schedule, you look at it, they should be close to the ceiling without a doubt.
I am with you, Coach. I'm going ceiling. Wow, do you like that? Obviously Josh McDaniels as the OC. Like Vrabel. I mean, I don't want to put tons of stock in the preseason, but when you score 48 points, that's a culture change.
Thank you.
That's a culture change.
How many were scored with Drake May on the field?
Well,
No, look, he didn't. He played
he didn't get a
sparingly.
chance. He ran it back 100 yards.
But I just think, and the schedule, let me put a little meat to what Coach said about the schedule. The first 4
some meat
games,
to it.
look at that. The Raiders, the Dolphins, the Steelers, the Panthers, they could be 3-1 going into that game, Buffalo. And just,
Who are they
I
gonna
mean, the
lose to?
Saints, they got the Titans, the Browns. Like,
Again,
that is a
hold
light
on.
schedule. It's a fourth
Can
place
I-
schedule, and that is
This
light.
I'm sorry.
So, yeah,
I'm
they could
sorry
really
to
level.
do this, KW, and I know this isn't good for my points, but take integrity demands it. Do you know what every Raider fan is doing when they're opening up their schedule?
We
They're
are
like, oh,
we're favored
at
at home.
I understand. I get
Well,
that.
you love Vegas.
Hold on.
We're
Can
talking about
I
the
just?
it's
Can
a
I
better
just,
city
buddy,
than
I know
Chicago.
That, I know that's your team,
And
but let me
DC.
just make the point that I know you agree with. Raider fans open up their
They
schedule
are.
and they're like, man, at least we have New England week 1.
Sure.
Saints fans who are trying to figure out, how are we not going to go 0-17? They're like, well, we do have a home game against the Patriots in week 6. The Titans, when they're trying to construct a 9-8 Cam Ward season, every single one of those has winning at home against New England. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm saying that when you were going into week 18 vying for the number 1 pick of the draft, nobody sees you on their schedule the next year and they're like, oh man, chalk up a loss.
It's not
You're
the
right.
same team.
It's a very different team.
I understand.
Very
it's not-
different coach.
Right, but
No one in Tennessee is like, oh, good, Mike Vrabel coming home.
No,
no
that's a
one
good
is
point.
doing that.
As
much as I love Cam Ward.
Coach, I understand it's not the same team, but when we say the easiest or second easiest schedule, that is based on record from last year, which is about what last year's teams were. That's neither here nor there. My
So are
answer.
you saying that some of the teams that were bad last year have remade
No,
the team
and
that are
listen,
now good?
and I said the Patriots are an actual legitimate potential sleeper team. I believe that. But I don't think 6-11 is the floor. I think the floor is 4-13. I think the floor is they have that Drake May doesn't pop the way we hope, and I think he can, and that they have a very similar season as last year, which is pretty good defense, horrific offense, and they're awful. So I think the more likely scenario is they win 6 or 7 games. And KW is like, hey, that's an improvement.
Seven.
And so you
Vrabel
would-
seems to think that we can get 6 or 7 games just by playing competent football.
Yeah.
We're doing dumb stuff, dude. The defense
Yes.
is not good.
Don't
We're
beat
doing
Right.
yourself.
dumb.
Yeah.
But
Don't beat yourself.
the number of wins you can get by
6
playing
wins by
competent-
not winning, beating
by being
ourselves.
competent, exactly, and 0 wins by
Then you
having
just
more
need.
talent.
Can we win 6 games? Can we beat 6 teams?
That's what I just. Yes,
That's all I'm
how you
saying.
get to
That's
6.
12
You
wins.
need
then.
more
No,
than
that's
that.
not.
Yes,
12.
it is. 6 we don't beat ourselves. 6 we beat the other guys. 12 wins.
Nice.
You got 0 there.
You're so-
Coach got 3. Brew, you got 2. 0.
How do I get 0?
0?
I didn't realize you could get 0. Cincinnati, best offense in the league that overpowers everyone. Or a defense with or without Trey Hendrickson that hamstrings them yet again. Now, they did play their starters in the preseason, so Zach Taylor should get off to a hot start. That's the goal. Even starting the meetings a little bit earlier. That works. Ceiling 12-5, floor 7-10. Go ahead, Nick.
All right,
You're down.
I understand.
6
I don't
to-
care about the score.
Well, then just coach, you go.
No, I'm going to give a good answer.
If you don't care.
I don't care about your silly scoring. I
Wow.
do care about
If
the
you don't wanna play the
content,
game.
But I feel badly that I'm going floor 3 in a row, but I am. I think the floor is a likely outcome.
Likely.
Likely. Wow.
Yeah, I think Cincinnati winning 7 or 8 games is what I project to happen. Like, I think that they are going to have a very bad defense, not quite the offense they had last year, because one of the underrated stories, I think, of Bengals training camp has been, wait, is that offensive line even good? And the whole way for the team to function is Joe Burrow upright throwing lasers. It's August, what day is it? It's August 13th, and old TH still hasn't reported. I didn't say his name, don't end the segment. And I don't see any world where they win 12 games. In that division with that defense, I see no world where they win 12 games.
Well, this is going to be strange considering some of the stuff I said earlier in the show.
Watch this.
And I don't think it's likely.
This guy.
Right now, I've got them as a playoff team. But I don't see 12 wins.
Well, you have 11, though.
So I will, but that's not 12. I see floor. Not that I don't think it's going to happen.
Closer to?
I don't
But more
understand.
likely,
More like-
No, it's
I
just
don't-
more,
straight
no,
up
it's
more
not closer
likely.
to, it's more
binary.
likely.
Yeah.
And here's why. And I know Nick all of a sudden isn't high on schedule projection.
I'm not saying that.
But this schedule is a monster.
Well, you never know.
Not only the division, but I mean, you got Minnesota, Denver, Detroit, Green Bay.
skip Jacksonville.
Yeah, on purpose. Buffalo, I mean, that's a tough schedule. That's why I'm like 12 wins with that defense. Again, right now, I've got them projected as a playoff team unofficially because it's not prediction week. But I could see it going south because here's the other thing. Burrow's only 38-30-1 in his career.
Wow.
Like, it's not like he's only won more than 10 games once, and that year they had a top 10 defense when they won the 12 games. So I think like 10, 11 wins is like what they can do with that defense. And so that's why I just say the
You just think 12 is not
Yeah, I think
possible.
12 is really not possible. So
We know about the receivers. I really like Gesicki and Noah Fant for the tight ends. And with Chase Brown, he averages 4.3 yards a carry. The best way they can win is actually run the ball a little bit more and control the clock.
What a take.
However, that being said, I don't think they're going to be able to have the arms race through the course of the season and get to the ceiling, so I'm going floor.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.